Folks, we welcome you back to another Quaker Arrow Show. We are your co-hosts. I'm Nick Thunder Green, and I'm with Cap Ellett from Sullivan. Well,
Yes, sir.
yeah. Baseball season is coming in rapid. I mean, I had a rapid long week, and I mean, we will get into that, plus so much more. so, uh, So first, let's talk about Terre Haute South because you have experience with Terre Haute South.
I
I'm
do.
probably going to have experience with Terre Haute South tomorrow. I say probably because of the storms that are coming in, so that will probably get moved, either moved or canceled itself. And we can also talk about how Plainfield split Terre Haute South. So let's talk about Sullivan Terre Haute South. What did you see in that game?
Terre Haute South's not a bad team per se, but we just killed them at Terre Haute South, 9-0.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
the funny thing about Terre Haute South actually, they were supposed to come to Sullivan last year, but then the game got rained out. Then they chickened, so we had to go up to Terre Haute South just for them to beat us in 9 innings last year.
So you're saying that it's 2 years in a row that you guys went up there.
Yeah,
Dang.
because last year they were supposed to come to Sullivan.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, I don't know. And then tomorrow Terre Haute South comes to Mooresville. Now, there is a chance that we will get it in. But I'm not counting on getting the game in. But there's still that chance. And there's also still a chance if we do get in that we will start at 8 o'clock because if Terre Haute South takes I-70, which they shouldn't, Terre Haute South should not take I-70 because
Well, well, look at it like this. On I-70, you go 70 miles per hour, and then on US 40, you go 55. Which one will get you to Plainfield faster from Terre Haute?
well, I'm talking about well, 70 is faster like the speed wise, but I say they shouldn't take I-70 because they're probably going to hit traffic. There is a road closure, I think. And if there's an accident, they won't be in Mooresville until let's see here, about 7 o'clock, just like what Terrell North did with Plainfield. That game was supposed to start at 6, but Terrell North got there late, so I don't know. So that's why I say South should take 40. I mean, yes, it's longer, but traffic sense 40 is easier. 40 is easier and quicker than 70 because they might get there late. So and
Yeah.
yeah, and also speaking of, and also now let's go back to yesterday, Saturday, April 25th. Plainfield at Terre Haute South, the doubleheader at Terre Haute South. Game one, it was a bloodbath. Plainfield won it 12-2, and then in game two, Plainfield shot the bed. I'm
Yeah.
not kidding. They lost 5-3 to Terre Haute South, a team they should not lose to. Plainfield should not have lost to Terre Haute South. Plainfield is way better than Terre Haute South. Like it, like I can tell you that's like I'm not even kidding. Like Plainfield is miles better than Terrell South. And Plainfield was pitching like one of their better pitchers. And if
Hmm.
he pitches like that against Mooresville, like Mooresville's gonna kill Plainfield. Like that's not even a question. Like like yeah, that should not happen. So yeah. So now my week was interesting. Monday, Monday I went back to Plainfield High School to kind of scout with the coaches and stuff. And then Tuesday, we went to we hosted Perry Meridian. No hitter again for the second time this season by Hudson Devon. Before I talk about the rest of the week, I want you to know something. This is really awesome. Hudson Devon, up to this point, has struck out 40, I think, given up 0 runs, and only allowed 2 hits.
Hmm, that's pretty good.
And we know hit Perry Meridian, which is really good. Then what ended up, and then what happened, the next day? We lost to Perry Meridian at Holder Field, like on a bad throw by the pitcher over to first base, like we lost on an error. Then Thursday we went to Holder Field again to play Southport. We almost lost that game, but we won, which I'm happy about. And then Jasper, and then we went down to Jasper Friday night, and then played 2 games on Saturday. So I'm all red and sunburnt because of the sun. The sun drained me. But we went to Jasper. Game one, like we played a really good team from up north, the Cow. Uh, they beat us 4-0. Like to be honest, like the Calb is the best hitting team we have faced all year long, and they were throwing their guy. But now, once again, I do have to say, I think our hitting both games were not that good. We did not hit good. We were taking terrible at bats. Like I can tell you that right now. And then of course the second game we had to play Martin's terrible for the third time, and for the third time we run ruled them.
Hmm,
This time it was 11-1. It should have been worse, but we run ruled them 11-1. So
yeah.
yeah, yeah. So what? Okay. So now take us through your week.
We had a lot of good games this week, and one of them we actually lost.
To
We
Yeah,
I
and
was this game I was really concerned about. It was Edgewood. We beat them 2-1 off of Zane Abbott, who hit a bunt to beat Edgewood 2-1 in Sullivan, which we haven't beat Edgewood since 2019. So that was a great day for
yeah.
us. And we beat Terre Haute South on Friday, which was out. Which fun fact is my very first time beating Terre Haute South on a varsity team
Honestly, that's really cool. Honestly, that's really cool.
at
And,
Terre Haute South.
now I also have to say too that it's really cool that you got to be at Rick Averill Field.
Yep.
Uh,
Yeah, that was cool.
yeah, because I don't know if you know this, but that other field right next to the high school field is a field that Rick Averill and his son Shane Averill, my old head coach from Plainfield High School varsity baseball my freshman year, they actually built that field.
Really?
They actually built that field right next to it.
Hmm.
So
So, Austin Semler, who's the son of Rick Semler from WTWO, I got a chance to meet him and beat him in baseball. Then here comes the game we lost. It was Shakamak at Shakamak.
and Shakamak, what I was hearing from the Jake Wallman. Jake Wallman, like, is one of my favorite, like assistant athletic directors. People that are one of the people that is in charge of Mooresville athletics. Like he's one of the best. Like he's one of my favorites. He said that apparently he heard that we're playing Shakamak, like the first game of the Mooresville tournament. So I can't wait for
Yeah,
that.
Shakamak will be a good game for y'all.
I cannot wait to destroy Shakamak, like to get revenge for Zach Ellett. I
Thank
cannot
you.
wait to get
Well,
revenge.
well, it's not more for me because that was the only time I ever lost to Shakamak in my whole career as a manager.
No.
But it's revenge for like to help revenge for Jaden Norris, who got hurt at Shakamak.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so now what did you do this week in pregame? Uh, uh so what things did you do this week like from what we talked about last week, uh, with Quentin. But what did you guys? But what did you do this week during the pre games?
Mostly did the same thing as I told last week. Just listen to rock as my pregame song. Bought a bunch of random seed flavors, mostly cinnamon churro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now for me, what I did, which is the same thing. Like it was Tuesday. I was in the clubhouse sitting down. I had my earbuds in, and I was vibing. So what I did was I created like a brand new pregame playlist, and I was just vibing like crazy. Then then before game time, what I did was that what I did like was that we just went out there to the dugout. Like we prayed, of course. Like Tyler Denny prayed, and we went out to and then the lineups happened. Like I went and sit on the baseline, which I'm doing every game now, which is really nice. I cannot wait for playing field. I'm not gonna do it, but just imagine. Just imagine. So, have you ever heard of the baseball standoffs? Right after
Have
they,
not.
like, have you, like after the anthems, uh, like when a certain amount of players don't leave the baseline, like they just stop and stare at each other.
Um, I've probably seen that happen at a game or two.
Well, I mean, it kind of happened with Mooresville, like in DeKalb, but I can tell you, I'm not gonna do it. But just imagine me doing that, like with some of the Plainfield guys. Like, like that would be funny. And what would be even funnier if that was at Plainfield and I did that. But so May 13th is when Plainfield hosts Mooresville. My original plan was I was gonna get there early. That I was gonna get there, beat the team there because of course I live in Plainfield. But I was like to myself, on the bus to Jasper, like I was thinking, you know what? You know what? I think what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna ride with the team up to Plainfield High School, walk out onto the field. Walk to the field area with the team because I want to be with the team like when we walk, and like I want to act nonchalant while I'm walking because I won't be there as a fan. I will actually be there as a competitor. So I won't be there watching in the stands. I'll be in my old dugout that I was in my freshman year. I cannot wait for that.
Hmm.
But yeah, but yeah, there are some good games coming up. There are some good games coming up, and there are some good games coming up for both of us. Like around
Yeah,
the state
there's
too.
there's a lot of new games for Sullivan this upcoming week too.
Uh,
A lot of new games.
okay. Why don't you just go into that then?
Um, our one of our newest games it will be played on Thursday. We host Eastern Green, which is based off of Bloomfield. We'll beat him bad. We'll beat
Yeah,
him bad at home.
yeah,
Then Friday night, which is the night before Sullivan's prom, the baseball team will travel to Evansville Central.
yeah. That's fun. Yeah, yeah. So for Mooresville, let me get back to the schedule if my game changer wants to load because my game changer is slow. Uh, all right, let me look on Max Preps then because apparently my game changer does not want to load. Coming up soon for us, we have so coming up on our schedule for us, we have Terrell South tomorrow, but of course the rain will probably cancel out. Then on my birthday, April 28th, we go to Franklin. Then on the 29th, we host Franklin. The Franklin series will probably be do or die in the Mid-State Conference for us. if we get swept by Franklin, then it's going to be Franklin and Plainfield fighting for the Mid-State Conference. I don't think Mooresville will have a chance to win conference then. Like if we get swept by Franklin, if we split Franklin, then it will likely be a three-way tie between us, Plainfield, and Mooresville. If Mooresville also splits with Plainfield, if
What if Mooresville
Mooresville
wins both games?
if Mooresville sweeps Franklin and splits with Plainfield, it will probably be a two-way tie between Plainfield and Mooresville. But what
So you'll be
Mooresville needs to
co-champions.
but what Mooresville needs to do is sweep Franklin and then sweep Plainfield. I'm not counting Greenwood or Whiteland. I'm I mean, although yes, they could give us a run, they're not beating us because have you seen Greenwood and Whiteland? They're worse
Yes.
than Perry Meridian.
Hmm.
Whiteland lost to Greenwood. Greenwood lost to Franklin. I mean, Greenwood lost to Martinsville. Martinsville beat Greenwood. So think about that. So yeah, think about that. Like Whiteland,
One thing I wished our conference did was split conference games,
yeah, yeah, it, uh,
but that would get rid of a lot of our games that we usually have.
yeah,
Like that would get rid of the Eastern Green game. That would get rid of the Evansville Central game.
mm-hmm, yeah, yeah, definitely. So then next week is going to be a crazy week for me.
Hmm.
Monday, May 4th, I go to Cathedral. May 5th, I host Greenwood. May 6th, I go to Greenwood. May 7th, I go to Greenfield Central. May 9th is the Mooresville at Evansville games at Gibson Southern and at Evansville North.
You
Again,
might you might pass our bus actually
why?
because Sullivan on May 9th is going to Vincent Lincoln.
I don't know if we're passing. If we pass the Sullivan bus and you see the Mooresville bus, please take a video of it. Please take a picture or video of it and say, "Hey, Thunder's on that bus."
Will do.
But again, I don't think that's going to happen because we might be traveling for another overnight stay. But I
Like you might get a hotel on game day because well it's Evansville. You're
yeah
Mooresville.
yeah. Now I don't know if it's an overnight stay, and I say that because what I heard is that we might travel down Saturday, go to Gibson Southern, and then go to Evansville North. Because on the schedules, it says that the Gibson Southern and Evansville games are at Evansville North.
Hmm.
So yeah. And then after that, it's a Plainfield series. Then we get to the John R. Howden like invitational, which I can't wait for. Then we get to Whiteland, Lutheran, and Lebanon. And of course, a makeup game with Covenant Christian on May 18th. So,
Yep.
that week is a 6 game week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. But thankfully,
Wouldn't that be a five? Wouldn't that be a 5 day game week?
oh yeah. Uh, but yeah, but thankfully, like that, Lutheran and like Lebanon games are at home.
Yep. Sullivan also has good games next week too. Because on May 5th, do you know who's coming to Sullivan?
Quentin Gill.
Clayton Gill. And then we will travel to West Vigo for the JV varsity doubleheader. Then we will travel to Vincent's Lincoln.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Yeah.
to finish off the schedule, we go to Elnora on May 11th. We host Cloverdale on senior night on May 12th. May 13th, we travel to Vincent's Reveille for the first time in a long time. Then we host WRV on May 15th. We travel. You probably won't believe this. I already told you this, but we travel to Danville on May 16th.
Mm-hmm.
Then the last 4 games at Owen Valley, at Bloomfield, at Park Heritage, and at home versus North Central.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, so, uh, 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 yeah, yeah, we both have a lot of good games ahead. Now,
Hmm.
before we all in this podcast, there is another thing we need to talk about that we can't do, that me and you can't do next Saturday. I mean next Sunday, but I will probably be doing it with Quentin Gill, Northview manager. The baseball sectional pairing show is happening next Sunday, and and honestly, it's gonna be very interesting. Like in saying like who everybody gets. So
Yeah.
yeah, so
Sectional 47,
what?
I believe, baseball for us.
Yeah, so what potential matchups are you waiting to see happen?
Definitely Sullivan and West Vigo, because I I'm going I'm gonna bet that's gonna be the sectional championship for our sectional at Linton.
Yeah, yeah. So like I'm also talking about around the state too.
Oh, then probably Center Grove and Mooresville.
That game I cannot wait for because once again it's Center Grove. I can tell you that if Mooresville beats Center Grove, then Mooresville's winning the sectional because the two best teams in the sectional are Mooresville and Center Grove,
Hmm.
and and
And another dark horse team to watch for in the entire state is Bar Reeve.
mm-hmm.
That's another dark horse to watch.
Yeah. Now here's another part. Now you would definitely agree with me on this because you're biased, but in my opinion, like the other dark horse is Sullivan, like in 2A.
Yeah,
Uh, uh, uh,
exactly.
yeah, but I was telling my coaches that but I was telling some of my coaches uh like that Sullivan is a dark horse in 2A because they are a really strong, talented team.
Hmm.
So, but
What do
yeah,
the coaches say about that?
like they all agree pretty
They all
much.
agree.
hmm And then and then another matchup, not matchup, but another thing I do want to point out: Plainfield's easily going to win their sectional. Like
Yeah, I could see that.
like
Unless
it like
Mooresville's in it.
like they're like it's not even a question. Plainfield's winning the sectional. Ben Davis is terrible. Pike is terrible. Brownsburg is somehow not good this year. Avon is not good this year. Could
But
Avon beat
but
Plainfield? Yes,
you
but
know who I think is good this year?
hmm,
Like will dominate Sectional 41.
what?
Greencastle.
Ooh, yeah,
Greencastle will dominate Sectional 41.
yes, yes,
I guarantee you that's the team Sullivan's going to play in regionals
yeah. Now talk about
or possibly
regional.
semi-state.
Yeah, now talk about regionals. What site do you want to see Sullivan play out for regionals?
I would love to go to Plainfield for regional game or Jasper, but
Plainfield, Jasper, like or even Mooresville.
no, I don't think it'll be Mooresville.
No.
I think it'll be Plainfield. Or I can also see us going to a town called Floyd Knobs and go to Floyd Central.
Uh, where is Ford Central?
Uh, Floyd Central is in a town called Floyd Knobs. It's about 2.5 hours from Sullivan, east.
Wait, 10.5 or 2.5?
2.5.
So Sullivan,
It's kind
so
of near
Sullivan,
65 South, I believe.
yeah, so Sullivan would not play at Floyd Central because it would take the other 2A South regional games from that area.
Park Heritage played basketball at Martinsville in basketball.
I mean, it's basketball. What do you expect? But
Well, yeah, but still, Rockville traveled to Martinsville to play at Centerville, which is a team damn near close to Ohio.
yeah, yeah, I know. But from what I was seeing though, like most of the teams that were at Jasper, like were teams by the Jasper area. I mean, playing at Floyd
So
Central
so
will
you're
likely.
saying we have a good chance of playing at Jasper.
Uh, I think Sullivan has a better chance at playing at Plainfield because Jasper will probably host 3A next year. I'm not next year, but this year for
Either that or
regional.
a 1A
Yeah, yeah. So it's more than likely Sullivan will be playing at Plainfield,
or
which
Mooresville,
yeah, yeah. Now, now for me, and now for me because I'm biased both ways. I want Mooresville's regional to be at Plainfield. Like I want to play at Plainfield for the regional, but because but if we make regionals, what will probably happen is we will more than likely play at is that we will more than likely play at Mooresville, which honestly could work out too, because Sullivan, if it's a 2A and 4A regional at like at Mooresville, we could see Sullivan play at we could see Sullivan play at Mooresville.
and I would love to watch Mooresville
Mooresville,
play one day.
yeah, yeah, I know. Now, but here's the
But
thing too. But here's the thing too. Like the Sullivan game could be before the Mooresville
which
game,
is which is most likely going to happen.
which is going to happen. Which uh, uh, which I will probably get there early. Uh, which I will probably get there like earlier than than when the coaches tell us to be, and I will just go sit on the Sullivan side, and I will just cheer on Sullivan and then get ready for our game. And now I know Sullivan won't stay, but Sullivan should stay like and watch Mooresville play because I know that would be cool for you. Or what you could do is that you could drive over like when the team goes.
Yeah, yeah. In a million years, that's happening.
I mean, you already had to drive to Jasonville, so.
Shut up. We don't talk about that.
Oh yes, we do. I'm kidding.
Yeah,
Now we also don't talk about yeah, but yeah. So what what roads have you been on that have given you problems, like when going to different baseball places?
probably 54 sometimes because that'll take you through like Linton. You'll take you to Spencer. I'll take you to Ellisville.
Yeah,
I don't think I really had problems with roads in baseball. I know I had one in basketball. We had a road game at Brown County last season, which we had to go through downtown Bloomington, which which was the worst time to play Brown County because IU was playing Purdue at the time.
yeah,
But for some reason, IU was packed, even though the game was at Purdue,
yeah.
which is weird.
Yeah, well, I will I will yeah, yeah, that will do it for this week's episode of the Quaker Arrow Show. We will do one probably the Monday. Oh, I mean, we will probably do one when I'm free.
We could
When
probably
I
do one on this upcoming Saturday, but it'll probably be noon.
I won't be up at noon, so we will take a week off from the Quaker Arrow Show, but don't you worry, because we will be back and we will be ready to talk some baseball, and
Hmm.
like there will be some better games to talk about, and yeah.
And I do believe I got a guest for the next episode too.
Well, so your guess might be a backup guess because we still need to get Luke Dockery because we still need to get Luke Dockery and Zach Roden on.
Hmm.
So, but yeah,
And then I got my buddy from Owen Valley also
yep,
wanted to be on.
Camden K. Yep. Well, that will do it for this week's episode, and thanks for watching the Quaker Arrow Show.
All right, peace, everybody.